Hello guys, I am back once again to review Impact from the 5th of August, I think it is. I'm not sure about this new time limit on YouTube, to be honest with you, so I'll just keep it as normal length, even though I did want to talk about the whole effing show next week, but I'll have to make a separate video. Anyway, enough of me babbling like a twat. So, I came in about 5 minutes late on the show again, I'm sorry, but I caught the rampway fight at the start of the show, which I'm guessing escalated from a normal fight. So it was Raven, Dreamer, RVD, and Abyss up on a rampway. Basically, there's a big scrap. RVD goes after Abyss with a chair. Raven even floor DDTs. Tommy Dreamer onto the rampway, and then Mick Foley comes out, bye baseball bats Raven, and then announces that he will be the special guest referee at Hardcore Justice for Tommy Dreamer versus Tommy Dreamer. There, put me fucking teeth in. Tommy Dreamer versus Raven at Hardcore Justice. Now, Raven and Dreamer, the whole feud in general, just going back in the day, it deserves, all the help it can get, if you will. Not all the help, but the prestige it can get. Having Mick Foley as a referee is a nice touch, and I like that. Okay, so we're going to a match then. So it is Lacey and Velvet versus Taylor Wilde and Hamada for the Knockouts titles. Now, negatives. Let's get the negatives out of the way on this match, because I don't want to babble on about negatives on this Impact, because it was a great Impact. But anyway, so the negatives on this match. Yes, there was sloppy wrestling in this match. Yes, most of it came from Lacey Von Erich. Yes, she botched some of the transitions up between moves, especially with Hamada. But, Lacey could hardly walk in a wrestling ring. She could hardly get through the ropes when she first came to TNA. I give her all the credit in the world for actually taking the time, going to get trained, even though she's still being trained, but taking the time out to get trained, to better her skills, to make herself more respectable as a wrestler. All the credit in the world for her for that. I don't like her, I don't like the gimmick, don't get me wrong, but I respect her a lot for that, compared with the WWE divas who are quite happy to get by on their looks in the wrestling business. So all the credit in the world to her. And she has got better. There was noted improvements in this match from her, but she was still, a bit sloppy. Anyway, Taylor Wilde and Hamada win this match. Now, even though Taylor and Hamada win the belts, a couple of things spring to mind here. Does this mean that we're going to see more of Hamada and Taylor Wilde on TV because they are the champs? No, it does not, because the Knockouts title is just stupid and ridiculous. And that in no way means that these two are going to get more TV time, which is a shame. Secondly, Sarita. What has happened to her in this feud? Seriously, I mean, all I kept thinking watching this match is, why did they split Taylor Wilde and Sarita up as a tag team? They were the best female tag team in TNA. Why did they split them up if all they were going to do were pair Taylor with Hamada and Sarita's nowhere to be seen? I couldn't get that, unless there's more to come with it, so, I won't make a judgment, right, but it just seemed a bit stupid to me. Anyway, next match was for the television, yes, championship. AJ Styles versus, and I'm sorry, I did actually write Mongo, but AJ Styles versus Rob Terry. Not a big Rob Terry fan, if you haven't already guessed. Kaz was with AJ, but sent to the back halfway through the match. AJ made this match, he really did. Rob Terry looked the best I've seen him in a ring in this match, and it was all down to AJ Styles. As you'd expect, AJ is TNA's standard bearer, above everyone else, I believe. But AJ made this match. It wasn't a very long match, which, I wasn't too disappointed with. AJ low blow on Mongo, sorry, Rob Terry. I was going to say call it a Pele, sorry, it's Pele, not fucking Pele. Anyway, AJ with a Pele kick, and the 450, the springboard 450 for the win. And after that video package of Kurt Angle, talking about, his run through the top 10. It was a decent package. Jay Lethal promo. He was having his dinner at catering and talking about his match with Ric Flair. Backstage, Madison and Velvet are fighting, and Lacey Von Erich gets pushed into whatever, a cabinet, I don't know, and she was supposedly injured. So the beautiful people aren't back together after all. Ultimate X, Bear Money versus Motor City Machine Guns. I really don't feel the need. The minute I said this match, you should already just think all kinds of awesomeness, and that is exactly what you'd get. Because they never disappoint, they deliver every single time. So Robert Roode was on the mic before this match saying that how Beer Money and the Motor City Machine Guns have redefined tag team wrestling. I agree 110%, especially in the mainstream anyway. Sabin says that Ultimate X is their world, and the only way that the Beer Money are going to get the titles off them is if they take them from their cold dead fingers. Brilliant promo to start off. To set up this match, that was great. I loved that. That was just, I was psyched watching them come out, and then they had this promo that was so well done. Great mic skills by both, and I was pumped for this match, and that's it. It did not deliver at all. Some people I know on the stream were moaning about the ending. Robert Roode, did he really need to do that? Because he kind of got up on the support and walked on top of the ropes, which he had incredible balls for doing that. But whether or not he would have necessarily needed to do that, I don't know. And it's kind of that, what the hell are you thinking, dude? But never mind, I'm not complaining. It was an awesome match. So Hogan and Bischoff hit the ring. Bischoff talks about the whole effing show. Bischoff is special ref for Abyss versus Raven. Now, my pick on who they are all along has been Hogan and Bischoff. Now, it looks more to be more Bischoff, because this, to me, if you've read between the lines through his storyline, I thought it was, it's been hidden pretty well, and it's been a pretty good run-up. And I'm not saying I'm right, because I'm probably not, and I'm wrong, but in my opinion, it should be Hogan and Bischoff. It would make more sense. But a few things happened tonight to make me doubt that, actually. But Bischoff is the special guest referee for Abyss RVD, giving him a perfect opportunity to turn on RVD. Nash comes out. That's a slight skid mark on the on the evening. Hogan tells him that they aren't the future no more, and no more politics. I actually like this promo from Hulk Hogan. If I actually thought that he believed it, then I'd like it a lot more, but unfortunately I don't. Because for the simple fact, what happened next? Hogan says they're not the future. Jeff Jarrett's not the future. That's why they're stepping away. And they're letting teams like, the Guns, Bear Money, AJ and Jay Lethal, they're the future of the company and all this. Fair enough. Leave it at that, Hogan. Walk away. That's great. Push him. That's good. And then a fight breaks out between Hogan, Nash, and Jeff Jarrett. But they're not the future, are they, Hulk? You're not the future, so why are you on TV getting involved in a storyline? Hulk Hogan, the only general manager in pro wrestling to have pyro, but hey, he's not the future. Jeff Jarrett, let's say, gets involved. Sting attacks Jeff Jarrett from behind with his baseball bat, throws it to Kevin Nash, who then hits Jeff Jarrett with it, and then Sting hits Hogan with a chair. Sting was donning the rather unusual attire of the Wolfpack Sting face paint, the red face paint. To be honest, it looked like, if I'm being disgusting, it looked like he'd gone down on a girl who might have happened to be on a certain time of month. I'll leave that. Anyway, we come back from the break and Sting and Nash are backstage. Chris Jericho tries to get an interview and they both walk away. Next match we have OJ versus the Pope, Orlando Jordan versus the Pope. Orlando Jordan sucks his finger in front of the Pope at the start of this match. Now, I'm not as hard on Orlando Jordan's character as some of the other people are, because I find it different and interesting, at least. I'm not gay. I don't watch that and think, oh, you big puff. I'm not a homophobe. I'm comfortable that, I can watch that. It doesn't bother me. And so he sucked his finger in front of Port, which I thought, well, that might be seemed a bit too far. But, oh, no, 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 no. Because then Orlando Jordan grinds his ass on the Pope's genitals when they're in the corner hugging. The only thing that I don't like about this is people who don't like wrestling say that it's gay and fake anyway, and I've said it before, is it particularly wise to have things like that going in a sport where people doubt it's sexual? Anyway, Lethal versus Flair in a street fight. A lot of people are going to not like this, okay? A lot of people are going to say, well, Ric Flair's 60 odd years old, he got blooded and he was in his underpants at the end of the match and all this. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was really entertaining and really funny. And Ric Flair, I just found that in a street fight, you're supposed to wear your street clothes. So Ric Flair decided to wrestle in a multi-$1,000 suit, which I thought was good to start with. Anyway, like I say, Ric Flair ends up in the most gaudy underpants. He has one sock and one shoe on. And it just, with Ric Flair, only Ric Flair, I don't care about his age. I enjoy what he, sorry about that screen too. I enjoy what he does in the ring. I enjoy what he does on the mic. I don't care how old the guy is, as long as he can still entertain me and keep me interested. I don't care. And I thought it was great. I laughed my head off at it. Douglas Williams got involved in this match. Ric Flair had his underpants pulled down and was bare-assed in the ring. Earl Hebner was trying to pull his underpants up for him. Um, and then Douglas Williams, with the X Division title, smacks Jay Lethal. Ric Flair gets the pin. The only thing I would say is that if you wanted the X Division title in Fortune, it should have been given to Kaz. But I don't know if they're willing to join in Fortune. RVD and Tommy Dreamer versus Raven and Abyss, main event. Pretty short match, but I don't care. I'm not even going to talk about the match. I'm going to talk about the ending, because the ending was great. Oh, before this, you had a promo with RVD. He was talking to Christian about his schedule, saying that, he's got Abyss next week and the Hardcore Justice pay-per-view this week. And he says, I'm focusing on Hardcore Justice. The minute he says that, guess who comes in from the outside? Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn comes in and says, looking forward to it, can't wait, shake the hand. Oh, that's all I can say. That's RVD round for the main event. It wasn't a bad match, but anyway, like I say. After the match, Abyss attacks RVD and Dreamer. Stevie and Rhino come in for the save, but Abyss beats them both. Team 3D come out, and then Raven chairs them both. Lights go out, Sandman in the ring, Kane's Abyss and Raven, and then Foley is coming out on the rampway with a beer cooler to celebrate with them. This was awesome. It was a great ending, and just for the thing, when Impact was going off, they showed the video package for Hardcore Justice. It was an excellent video package. I really did like that video package. They used old ECW photos, because obviously they can't use the footage. Sorry, I couldn't spit out. But anyway, like I said, I'm not so sure what time I've probably gone over anyway. Impact. To say, alright, listen, people, alright, don't complain there wasn't too much wrestling on this. It was a go-home show before a pay-per-view. You never get that much wrestling on a go-home show before a pay-per-view. For the wrestling you got on this go-home show, it was bloody good. I found the storylines entertaining. Most things on it I loved. I either laughed at it or loved. Hogan not so much, but it was a great Impact. I really did enjoy this Impact. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you later. Bye.